Well, back at the one spot where I dug my privy last time and probed out a couple more possible privies. This one is either square or rectangular. I got 3 of the 4 walls showing, assuming there is a 4th down here somewhere, I don't know. This one has more stuff going down, but it's so far newer, but that doesn't mean the bottom won't be old. But anyway, got my first keeper. If it cleans up and the paint stays, knee high, from Lancaster, Ohio. So we'll see if the paint will stay. I hope it does. Okay, got a marble here. It's a keeper. Throw it in the bucket so it doesn't get lost. Yeah, this thing's got a lot of bottles in it, but so far they're not very old. 1940s. Had a cave in and that exposed the 4th wall. So yeah, it's a brick line rectangular privy, but it has mortar on it, so I don't think it's a very old one, but I'm not to the bottom yet, so I'm still hoping for at least late teens at the latest, but we'll see. Anyway, I got a marble showing here, so marble number 2. I do like finding these marbles. They're pretty neat. I don't know what kind it is, but there you go. It's a keeper. Hey, I see a milk bottle base. Hopefully it's an embossed one. That'd be nice. Actually, I haven't gotten an embossed milk yet from digging over here. It's one of them empty slug-plated milks. But it doesn't matter very much because it's got a big crack on it there. So, no loss there. That one looked like it could have been 1920s, though. Alrighty, I got another marble to add. It's a nice looking one. And I see another marble. Makes me wonder how many I'm overlooking. So I may find a couple as I'm filling this in. Well, already found a marble I threw out right here. And I just found another marble. And this looks like it could be a milk. No, it's not. It's a jar. Dre Perfect Mason. Well, that's a keeper. Wow, I just hit a jackpot when it comes to marbles. Here's a marble here. A marble here, I think. Yeah, a little green marble. And then there's a whole bunch of them here. Yeah, this is going to be a marble hole here. Man. This one's a little bit bigger here. All this exposed in one shovelful. Another milk. Probably a slick, as it appears that this town didn't hardly make any embossed milks for some reason. It's broken anyway, but yep. Plain old no-name quart. Something showing down in here. Oh, it's one of these. Nio quality. Well, that's a boulder embossed example, at least. Got our marbles showing down here at the bottom. Set that right there for now, because I saw a bottle too. Maybe this will be something good. It's big, but it's going to be machine made. I can see that is right there. It's just a machine made druggist. Pretty good sized one though. I'd find one blowing an old bottle in here. This right here is actually blown, but doesn't have a name on it. Well, this privy's about finished. I just have this last corner to kind of sift through, and I'll be done. So this may be the last find of the day, but there could be something else. It's a big old shooter marble. One more marble showing down here at the very bottom corner. So it's probably 20s then, at least, if it's down that far. I probed this out, and from the looks of it, I'm thinking it's probably a cistern and not a privy. I mean, this thing looks like it's going to be massive, so I guess I better get on it if I'm going to dig it out. But I'm just hoping it was filled in pretty early, because I don't want to do a bunch of labor for a bunch of 1940 to now type stuff. So I guess I'll get going, and I will let you know what I find. Well, I'm going to dig a test hole a little bit further down, and if I don't start finding something soon, I think I'm just going to go ahead and fill this in and try to probe out one more privy and dig it before the day's over with, because I got to get moving because it's going to get dark. What's up, everyone? Doing a privy dig today. I don't know what the walls are made of, sandstone chunks or what, but anyway, I got a bottle way down here. I hope it's an old one, because supposedly this is an older area, but it looks like it's going to be the same as the others, more modern. I mean, that was a 1930s bottle, maybe late 20s, and I still got to go to the bottom, which isn't much further, so I don't know if I'll get any blown and mold bottles or not. Well, I got something showing here. It's not a bottle, but what is it? It's a lid, but it's broken. Well, after all this time, I finally got something that looks like it's going to be worth keeping at the 7-foot level. Chillicothe Bottling Company. Chillicothe, Ohio. Well, if it cleans up, that'll be a nice soda bottle. I look in my next shovel full, and what do you know? There's a second one. So this is probably late 20s. It could be mid 20s, I guess. So, well, if I get a bunch of soda bottles out of embossed and get some different ones, it'll probably be worth it then. Alrighty, I got an old doll head. I'll take that. Alright, got something here. Oh, it's another one of them sodas. Got a 4-pack of them now. I could have another soda here. It is one, but it's a broken one. Well, I flipped out a marble. That's a nice looking one too. I don't know if it'll be in good shape though. Some of these marbles end up being bruised up real bad. Well, the first privy ended up being at least mid 1920s. Got filled in. Can hardly even tell someone dug an 8-foot hole there. Once the grasses start growing everything, you ain't gonna be able to tell even at close distance. But I got another one probed out that seems like it'll be full of glass, so I'm hoping that it'll be a lot better. And I'm gonna try to dig fast because I have very little time left to dig. Alrighty, well, I'm all set up for privy number 2 now. So, yeah, right there, probed something out and I detected some glass, so I'm hoping this one will be more productive. Well, finally exposed the walls of this one. It's a brick liner, but for some reason the wall is kind of bowed in there. At least these bricks are older than the bricks that the last one had, so I'm hoping it's older. But on top, there's a 1980s or 90s Heineken bottle. Not a good sign, but it is possible that they just kind of filled it in with whatever near the end of its life to fill it in. So I'll keep on keeping on, and hopefully it gets old at the bottom. I'd like to get a blown and mold embossed bottle from Ohio today, so that's not too much of an unrealistic goal, so we'll see. Alrighty, got my first keeper, I think. It's a nice marble. There you go. Well, I probed out glass all right, but it's like 1950s to 90s glass. But it's still producing some interesting stuff. Too bad pottery thing there's broken, but what about this one? It's a pottery rabbit. It's almost whole. Just has the back broke off. But look what is whole. Another marble. So this may be another good marble privy. Yeah, it's a good one. Got marble number 3 for this privy. I guess that's a cat eye type marble. Sorry, I'm shaking. Got another marble in here. I guess it's a cat eye, but not positive. Got another marble here. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is called. Clear with orange in it. I thought cat eyes were marbles that had a little bit of color in them, but this color's all over the place in there. So I'm not sure what this is, but maybe one of you know. Well, I just got a couple more marbles. Another cat eye and whatever this little, that's a little small one. Another marble already. Looks like the larger version of the little blue one I just found. Another one of these blue marbles. I mean, I like fine marbles, but I kind of hope this gets older though, because it seems like I'm stuck in the 1950s and 60s. I'm hoping it suddenly jumps into the 20s or 30s at least, but we'll see. Well, I got something cool here. Look at this. I think it got me an old dime. I was kind of hoping it'd be a barber dime, but maybe it's old enough to be silver. $1963. So I don't think it is then. Here is the results of 4 privy digs. So I dug 4 privies and a very small percentage of a cistern. So here the finds are cleaned up. So got lid here. Guess some kind of teapot lid. Then I got a couple fruit jar lids, probably ball. Yeah, ball. And another ball. Next is the most sharply embossed Nile quality bottle I've ever found. But no one really collects them, so it's probably $1 bottle. Then got a shoe fly flask style Great Seal out of Newark, Ohio. Then got a little perfumer here, probably 1920s. Next is what I believe is an ashtray. Just has like a little diamond area on the bottom. Then there's this really thin plate. I didn't realize it was chipped, but it's still a neat looking plate. It says made in Japan on the bottom. Then got a doll head. It's broken, but believe it or not, people still buy these just because they're considered an oddity. And people also buy these broken uranium glass shards because they like to use them for crafts and stuff. And this doll head is actually not broken. I think they were held together with corn stalks or something like that, is what I was told. Nippon 81 or B1, something like that. Then got a machine-made Schaefer's script ink. Then got 2 of these Huron Walker Federal Wall bottles. That one had a part of a label on it, but the lids clearly say Huron Walker and Son on them, so at least we can identify which distillery made these. And then got a Dre Perfect Mason pint. And yeah, if you saw that sticking out of the dirt, you'd probably think it was a milk base too, because it sure looks a lot like one. Has that suction scar and it's clear and the size of a pint milk. Then brought home a common Clorox because, well, I did a lot of work for the stuff I did get, so why not? And then got a Mercer bottle. Next is a side embossed Miller's antiseptic. From the Herb Juice Medicine Company. There you go. I didn't realize this was damaged when I brought it home, but it's some kind of cobalt perfumer. It's not very old, but it's a different cobalt bottle, so I figured someone would want it, but I didn't realize it had some damage there, which I don't know if it's from this one blowing down on it, because it's been kind of windy here. And then the lip damage there. But I didn't brought it and cleaned it up, so I don't know. I may be able to get $1 for it as is, but who knows. Then got this neat little mug thing here. So I don't know if it's some kind of shot glass mug or something else. I don't know. But it's complete, so I had to bring it, of course. And then got one ACL soda that was worth bringing home. A knee-high from Lancaster, Ohio. And, of course, the paint started peeling off, but well, you gotta try sometime, you know. ACLs seem to be going up in value, especially the ones with the town names on them, so it should be worth something as is. Not sure what. Maybe only a few dollars, but if that's the case, I'll just lot it up with some other Lancaster bottles and throw it on eBay or something. Then got 3 of these Chill Coffee Bottling Works bottles, 2 light greenish, 1 more aqua. These did clean up pretty good compared to the other sodas I dug. And then, last but not least, are all these marbles. This one I got on a different trip, so it's not from this dig. I just never filmed it, so I figured why not film it now. I don't know nothing about it, and I don't know nothing about most of these either, but there's a pretty good little group of them here. So most, if not all, of this group are from the last privy. It was actually 1990s on top, and I got down to the 50s, and I wasn't sure if it would get old like the others did. Others got into the 1920s, so they got into antique bottles. Well, maybe not the one with these, but I would think this one would be antique. It probably is mid-20s since it's aqua, but I would think the other one would have gotten old. But I chose to dig where I was digging on a day when it was really nice, when I probably should have saved it for a day like today when it was cold and gloomy and doomy. And of course, someone didn't know what I was doing, so instead of talking to me and asking, they just called the cops to have them talk to me instead. And of course, the cops, they covered for the city because, well, the city doesn't personally benefit from me digging, so it's just best that I don't dig. That's how the cities operate anymore. They're like, oh yeah, try to get permission, but it's like, well, I've tried at multiple cities, and they always make the same excuse about liability, so I'll still try it sometime, but it's not worth driving all the way over there because that's a 3-hour round trip from where I live. Anyhow, some of these others here are really cool looking. Got this. This one here is really cool. All these others have 3 or more colors, so to me that makes them better, but some of them are dinged up. And there's that large clay shooter there with some others. So yeah, I really don't know any of them, but if you want to, you can comment below and educate me on what kind of marbles these are. Here's a really neat one too. I like this one a lot. Got all these stripes. This one's a little bit larger than normal, and it was from that privy that these came out of. So I don't know, it could be older than the bottles are. It kind of looks like it might be. I do like this little baby marble here. It's like a third of the size of the other marbles. I know a lot of people like the big shooters, but to me, them little ones are pretty neat too, because I don't find near as many of them as I do the shooters. But I think those are made a little bit later. So anyway, that is it. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll be able to get permission. If I was a betting person, I would bet money that they wouldn't, though, because I'm not a glass half empty person when it comes to stuff like that. I'm a person who's based on reality, which is that unless you personally know people, most people are not going to give you permission.